Okay, 1:25 p.m., February 18th, recap. Wow. Just as I wrapped my day up right here, walked away because it was just anemic. It wicks down to the perfect entry that I had talked about right below this low of 69.21, 69.1875. That 69, those 61.1875s and 19.5s are always, they always work. And it also corresponded with the 61.8% retracement back to the low back on February 16th. What a what a great trade! And yeah, within 15 minutes, buying that rinse dip, you're up 14 points. And if you hold through the close or close to the close, almost 20. That's what I'm looking for all the time. Just had been in front of the computer for 3 hours almost. So I typically don't trade the close. It just usually acts differently. But wow, can't catch them all. So, and then if I draw Fibonacci retracement on this, I don't even need to. You can just go like this to the high, and it's already 76% retracement. So back to a long trend, back above the 60-20 moving average. So for tomorrow, 11 o'clock is the Fed talk. Um, yeah, anything can happen, but it's just coiling to explode up to take out all these highs. Um, but it does again like to, rinse everybody out. I mean, if you look at the 204-hour candle today, look at that. It's just trickling up, goes all the way, goes back 2 days, rinses everybody out that's long from 2 days ago, and it'll just resume its uptrend. Just keeps doing this over and over and over and over again. The only time this doesn't work is when we're in a bear market, and that doesn't usually last for very long. It could be a week, it could be a day, it could be a week, or it could be, 2022 was basically most of the year. Um, and then they don't work quite as often. But for tomorrow, who cares about then? Let's focus on now because that's all that pays. Huge bull candle on the 15-minute chart, back above the 1520. Just complete blowout. I mean, look at that consolidation there. And but yeah, I mean, unless you're an algo or you're getting in and out really fast in 5 minutes, um, you're probably not going to want to be involved in this. This is just kind of, and then I mean, that's just something that happens sometimes. So for tomorrow, let's go ahead and just kick back to the 60-minute chart. We'll so there'll be, and these green lines are the lows, previous daily lows. These are previous daily highs. So after tomorrow populates a NinjaTrader, there'll be a new red line up here and a new green line down here. So we're going to be trading this range, but look for a breakout. So breakout, failed, breaking out again. For some reason, if there's some crazy news or something, then we're going to be looking at, and I mentioned this last week, we'll be looking at the 60.84 range. If there's a major breakdown, then we'll be looking down into this 60.39 range below the 60.53 area, but then for resumption of back up to the trend, because we will be going up to 63, 6400. That's just the way it is. If you look at other sites and everything, monthly, it's just what's going on. So just a big bull pennant on the monthly. rising RSI. And this is, yeah, I mean, if you were to look at this again like it was a 1 minute candle, you would be like, it's about to break out. And you'd have your stop right down here or even right there, you know. So, yeah. And then this gets up into, and as the days go by, it just keeps getting higher and higher and higher on this trend line. So, yeah, my targets are 63.42, 64.42, and 64.65 for tomorrow. Be looking at perhaps a rinse down here to 61.31. Draw my Fibonacci's. I'll do a little prep right now, but obviously have to redo this in the morning. And this is the 61.8%. This is the 32. This is the 23. And then usually there's a bounce in this area somewhere right in here on the levels. And so we'll be looking at, yeah, we'll be looking at a bounce 61.27. And then if the 61.20 doesn't hold, we'll be looking at a bounce at the 60.84 area. So those are the levels for tomorrow. If it's just a trend trade trickle up and we missed the bounce, then we'll just be looking at 520s, 1520s, and 6020s for the long trend trade. Reset that back to 60, and that's where we'll start tomorrow morning. Trade them well.